Hey Dreamers, this is Jack to Plays, and today we're going to talk about one specific update from the update 2.44 from Dreams. And I'm doing a little bit of like a series of these updates, giving a little bit more dive deeper into the material, giving my own tips, giving some tips, and giving my own thoughts about this specific update and about this specific feature. Sorry. So what I'm talking about is that just I'm going to highlight one particular update and then I'm going to show you a little bit how it works. But I'm not going to like show like what you can all do with it. There are like, already other people that already have done that. I don't want to like redo all that as well. I'm not going to like recreate something that already someone else already did. So I really want to give my own thoughts about this update and what I think about this update. I will do a final thought about this, and I will also explain in this video if this is something that you should use yourself or not. Is this helpful or not? So yeah, let's go straight into it, and I hope that something you like about this video, you'll learn something as well. You already probably know about this particular feature, and this particular feature is the new optical Opaque Fleck. I hope I say that correct. Opaque Square Fleck. We have finally now a new fleck that is flat, and I really like this. So if you're going into paint modes and you go all the way to the right, we have now that little like Opaque square. So if you select that one, and let me also like turn on the grid snap. Sorry, not the grid snap, but the grid, and you can stamp it into your scene, and look how flat this particular thing is. That is pretty neat. I'm amazed that Minimoku actually did this. Like, it's like I'm so glad that they did this. Because what is this exactly, and what can you do with this? Well, I think you can do tons of little things, and there are already like I said, other YouTubers already have done and showing what you can make and what you can do with this. And I'm not going to go for that. Like that's not like what this video is about. I'm just going to tell you a little bit of what my thoughts are and if I think that this is something useful for yourself. Um, I can maybe already say this is pretty much useful for yourself. I see like a lot of reasons how you can like make something with this particular flag. You can like make easily like shapes with this that normally you can use it as a sculpt, right? Like normally like you can sculpt something like this, but now we can actually make it out of only flags. So you can make like a square, but you can like make like different sculptures, like your or make it believe that that's a sculpture, actually, but it's just like made out of flags. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just like make something like really quickly, just like an shape, um, something like this, bloop, and and there are so many reasons for this to use. So oh, I was not in the same group. Let me select all of them. I thought I was inside the painting still. Do I have everything? No. Let me do this real quick. It's all live. I'm not going to cut into my videos. Let's group this. 14 pieces. So now we have like this particular shape. And what is so cool about this particular shape is that it looks like it's sculpted, right? Like it looks like it's sculpted. But maybe you want to make a game, for example, and if you are like me, it now has like the sharpness of a like not like a like if you are like having I will show you what I mean. Like if you have like a sculpt, right? This is how it looks compared to each other. So here you have that luma noise and stuff like that. Well, you always showed it in the video how that works. I'm not going to do that. But if we want to like reach that same particular detail, I need to increase my quality of that sculpt to obtain the same detail that I made with the with the Fleck, like with the paint one, and that will rise up graphics, of course. But now we can use the same, almost the same shape, or like a like a more like this type of shape, and it doesn't cost any graphics, and that is like pretty neat. So if you're like want to build a game with this, you can do it. So and you're probably already like can think of like something that out of the box that I'm not even thinking of right now, what you can do with this. But this is so cool to have. You can make like pixel art stuff. There is like you can make gameplay out of this. You can make cubes, flying cubes in the air that I don't know that looks like sculptures, but they are not. So it's like very cheap to use into your creations, and so it's like it's not really like hard for dreams to render. I can definitely see this being used a lot in creations now because like this is so nice. You can also make now if you want to make a wall like like if you're going to build your own house and you want to make create a wall for that, you can use this. You can just like go inside this one here and you can like make it larger, and no matter how big it is always sharp because it's a paint. And I really love this. So you can now make it like I don't know, you can make cool stuff. And you can also now, because of it's now a Fleck, you can of course use all the features that normally comes with a Fleck. So you can now say like transparent, so you can make like it's a window or something like that. I'm not going to show you how all that works. There are already YouTubers showing all that, so that's not what my video this is about. I'm just going to give you some thoughts and ideas about this and what I think if this is useful or not. But this is so cool, and you can like use all the things that you normally cannot use. You can also now use the shininess on that sculpt. So think about this as a window, and now we actually have reflection to that because of this, and I really really love that. There's only a little bit of like, and as always, there are some pros and cons about this. The only downside of this particular new thing, the new flag type, is there is some ghosting happening, and like if that's like the only thing, but I think that was already there, maybe with the other flags. I don't know, but it creates some ghosting around the edges. So that's the only like what I yeah what's a little bit sad about this. Like it looks a little bit sometimes weird, um but you can like do you can like do crazy stuff with this. I really love this. Media Monkey also showed this in their live stream as well, so I'm not really going to show how it all works, but this is pretty neat, and I can definitely see some creations going to be made for this with this new feature, and you can think of like a lot of things. You can make like um really weird creations. I do really like this. I think overall it's a really cool feature. I cannot really say much else about this update because like I said, like it's very nice to have, and I really like this. And I can see people will make something pretty cool out of it. And if you are smart enough, like if you don't need to edit these things anymore, you can merge the painting. So now it's just like one flag. That will save you a little bit more in dreams. So don't forget to do that. Because like flags are still like, the more flags you have in the game, it will eventually also be a little bit heavy for dreams. But this is still cheaper than Sculpt. But yeah, this is really nice. I really like this. You can also make a staircase like this. I don't know, like, but I really really like this update, and it's so cheap and it doesn't cost anything. So you can make really cool games out of this. I can already see people making something with this flag, and maybe some new challenges now you can do. Maybe you can like make now challenges like 1% graphics, 1% gameplay term, or like a full blown game or something like that. Out of this, I can already see that happen. Um, yeah, I feel like cool feature. I don't really see what else I can talk about this other than showing or telling you what you can do with all that. But that's not what this video is about. My final thoughts is basically that I think overall this is pretty cool to have. I think this is like I think most dreamers were waiting actually for this particular feature. I myself, I really want more, and what I mean with I want more shapes with painting. Like we don't really have much like shapes. Like we have a lot of shapes, but I really miss like shapes like normal triangles, normal circles. I really hope that they will add that as well. So like we have now one square, but I hope we're also going to see a triangle, a circle, something like that. So we have a little bit more to work around with, and that we can like even go more nuts with our creations, and even get creating more insane games or sculpts or stuff like that with only with only flex. I really hope that we get more like flex options in the end. So give me a triangle, stuff like that. So, but I think that will happen eventually. I hope so. If they can already do this, I'm pretty sure they can also do a triangle and a circle. So yeah, that's what's this about this video. It's a small video, but again, it's a small update. But I think it's very useful for a lot of people that can make something cool out of this. Let me know in the comments what you think about this update. Is it something that you can now see and use yourself in games? Are you going to create games with this new optical Fleck square thing? I hope I said it correct in English. English is not my main language, so I can sometimes say weird stuff. um, so my apologies for that, but let me know in the comments what you think about this. Is this something that you're going to use yourself? And are you going to make a game out of this? I'm really curious about that. So let me know that in the comments. I myself, I'm probably going to use. I'm actually already used it in Aria in the beginning of the level. I'm already using something like this, so for me it's very helpful. And I will, if Aria is done, I will maybe make some game play or other game stuff out of this. I can definitely see some stuff happening with this particular feature. But yeah, that's it for now. And as always, don't forget to dream, everybody. See you later. Bye bye.